three-point shooter in the league at 44.
And think of this, 78% of his shots, field goal attempts, are three-pointers, which is odd to say for a guy that measures 6'7".
And you and I watched Vanderbilt shoot around today. They were session. It's Flanagan. Finds a wide open Jabari. Back iron for Jabari Smith and a long rebound to Pippen. Title.
Could he possibly be the best program builder there's ever been? Yeah, because every one of those schools you named, he built it into a powerhouse.
There's no question. One of the best that we've seen. There's Jabari. Or the Arkansas Razorbacks right now. We're looking at Vanderbilt playing the way they are. They're in the bottom third of the league. Nobody wants to play South Carolina on a given night. Missouri, as Jabari Smith knocked
when there were injuries and played well. And Stack said today with Chapman out, Drew Weichert's got to give us some minutes.
If you want to know why Jabari Smith is going to be a top 5 pick, to Smith, bellied up by Stute. Smith lines up a three. Got it. I mean, there's just not a lot of 6'10 guys with that good. We've got a lot of scouts in the building tonight. And Scottie Pippen Jr. is putting on a show here. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists already.
I'll say this, Mike. I think he toys with most of the SEC defenders in this league.
Scottie Pippen is a Hall of Famer for a reason, senior is. But he is as crafty as any player in this league. Smith, that time with a fade and fire, can't find it. 5-point game under the side. Cardwell. Double teamed, kick out pass to Smith. Wheeling.
Wow,
dealing.
tough shot.
Oh, my goodness. That's an NBA move right there.
Big time.
Cool on that one.
Yeah, I love his size. I just love the physicality that Jordan Wright can play with.
Smith steps into a three. My goodness.
Wow. He changes the game, allows you as a teammate, a defender, to get back in the game if you've tried to make a steal.
Smith is feeling it. Holy smokes. Jabari Smith.
So they go zone deep.
Stute came in hitting 44%. He's 2 for 5. Oh, my goodness. Somebody pull that man off. Smith. No double. Turnaround. Fire. That was a heat check. Cardwell. Rebound. Attack. And he's rejected. Great block that time by Mann, who's wide open. Smith on the steal. Smith on the three. That's a half dozen trays as the freshman. Robbins a little too high. Jabari.
That's a tough shot because he's at full speed.
Pippen 1-on-2. I mean, think about it. The 2 games they lost, Connecticut all the way back in late November, early December.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running out of...
Bring it up on his own. This is where he's really dangerous, is in that elbow isolation.
That's his office right there, isn't it? Missed the 17-footer, though. Smith, and then the nifty finish.
Henry Coleman has been Texas A&M's most consistent player.
Smith stepping into it. Boy, what a stroke for a guy.
In footsteps, you can bet on that.
Radford, a really tough defender. Undersized, though. Smith gets it off. Look, and a foul on the floor. Trying to get Smith free. Long rebound out of bounds to A&M. Smith over Radford, missed wide right, and somehow it goes in.
Everything ever written by Pat Summitt, his dog's name is Summitt, and he really admires Pat and everything she gave to the game.
Dre, thank you. And of course, Dre, a former Lady Vol herself. So almost a steal there by Jackson, tipped into the backcourt. Smith for 3.
The locker room that says make history. Walker Kessler continuing to do that, and Bruce Pearl has done that here at Auburn. There's that flex action and the duck in from Jabari Smith.
Arkansas Tuesday, they've now got 18 assists on 24 made field goals, which is an outstanding percentage. Up top, Smith got it back.
Wendell Green Jr., who Alyssa mentioned, slides into the starting spot at point guard. He's used to playing a lot of minutes, 26 a game off the bench. First play goes to Jabari Smith, and he's off the mark.
You knew they were going to him.
Smith matched up with Trey Raid, and that's what makes him a top pick.
He's unbelievable. On his 40.
You know, Bruce Pearl isn't going to mind a little bit of tempo in this game. Here's Smith. And the littlest man on the floor likes with the board. Green to lead some tempo for Auburn. Jabari Smith for three. Here's Alyssa for more on Arkansas.
Yeah, guys, I was just standing by the Arkansas huddle. They're really happy with how the last few same page.
And there is no doubt about it. It is loud. This place seats 20,300. Jabari Smith gets a shot off and gets fouled. There you go. You go to your superstar when you need a bucket.
You're going to play the 5-man. Auburn starting to hurt you with the pick and pop and also the ball screen.
Jabari Smith. Only one pass on that possession. A foul on the floor will go. Here's Jabari Smith. Leans into it. Too strong. It was an aggressive move. Don't usually see him take that many dribbles. 4 blocks for Kessler. Jabari Smith for 3. Smooth jumper. He's got a dozen.
And that's where it's going to be open when Arkansas
on the season.
They're looking for Jabari on this one.
Working on Davis right over the top of him. That is the money shot for Jabari Smith.
Yeah, Bruce.
Jabari Smith. Jalen Williams the rebound. They'll run it back into the corner. Flanagan. Rebounded by Cambridge. A chance for Jabari Smith. Another offensive
screen action.
Jabari Smith rises and left it short. No take. 2-possession lead for the Hogs. 1 minute even to play.
High ball screen. Try to get a quick hitter with Jabari Smith. Pop.
There it is. The shot. Too strong. Big miss. 6-point deficit. Jabari Smith has range. He'll pull. Got it! Woo! For Arkansas. Here's Jabari Smith trying to find space. Got another!
Wendell, even though he's given up size to Jabari Smith.
Wendell Green, shot clock at 3. Jabari Smith, catch, shoot. Got it!
Wow.
Perfect!
That's 6th country in the number of block shots.
Here's Flanagan. Zips it to Smith. Steps inside the arc. A little too strong. Tapped around, and Eder will corral it.
Because when KD Johnson starts dancing with the basketball, he's not passing the ball. He is not going to pass. He's going to shoot it.
Jabari Smith pull up. Too strong. Cambridge, boy, he's everywhere. Wendell Green for 3. Loose ball into the hands of KD Johnson, and here they come. Jabari Smith. Oquendo the rebound. He's got 3. The Dogs have cut this to 4. Jabari Smith. Pull-up jumper. No good. Good rebound by Cambridge. Too strong, though.
Jabari Smith only 1 of 5 this afternoon in this game.
There's Jabari Smith. Elevates. In and out. And a foul again.
Now watch as the ball goes up. Eder gets a little bump in there against Williams.
And Williams goes up strong. Here's Jabari Smith. Says, I'll take that. Thank you.
Again, I'm going to remind my team.
And Alan Flanagan, Jabari Smith, Mr. Everything, and Walker Kessler down low. How many dunks do we have tonight? Smith's first shot was contested, and it's a miss. And here comes Keon Ellis.
Little back screen.
That away, 2 on the shot clock. Ellis open for a 3. That's no good. And a rebound, Flanagan.
Alan Flanagan coming off that injury. He's not 100%, but even 70% of this
by guys that aren't athletic.
His first field goal, he's 1 of 6. Smith sent Gary to the floor and then laid it up and in for his first field goal tonight.
These guys. This is just quick on quick.
And alley-oops in their DNA, and now Smith buries a three, and it's all Tigers tonight. They are rolling the Tide.
He told me nothing would be given, and he treated me no different than anybody else. If you want to win, he told him, come on to Auburn. We're winning now.
Yeah, Marty, he also told him you're not going to score 20.
Really is such a unique player. When he's good, Smith's got it down low in the paint on Gary. Bediako was there too late. Jabari Smith laid it up and in.
Well, Kessler was the passer up top. That's a design play on it. He knew he could blow by him. The question was, could he get a shot over him? And by using the rim, he could.
It's an unblockable shot. It's not an unstoppable, but it's an unblockable shot, and Smith missed.
It seemed like he kept it.
Smith, that is a tough fadeaway, and he can't get it to go. Slow start for the Tigers in the second half, and a chance to get within 6. Quinterly.
That last open shot they got was in halftime warmups.
Darius Miles trying to be a pain against Jabari Smith, and it worked that time. Quinterly push. Miles
Through 10.
They had a lot of fun against Baylor, and that game was at home. And then, of course, that Kentucky game coming up if Jabari Smith does what Jabari Smith's going to do for a long time.
I got teams at everything, good, bad, celebration. I got to hear Steven's voice.
Shot clock winding down. Jabari Smith, the presumptive #1 pick in the draft, is off the mark, and Dylan Cardwell. 2 of the starters back on the floor. 3 of them back on, including Jabari Smith. Pull-up jumper. And Jabari off the mark early on, but an offensive rebound.
Well, Marvin Johnson has been coming along for Oklahoma. He played 21 minutes against West Virginia.
There's Jabari Smith. It's his first field goal of the game. 20. He's a freshman. Tanner Groves back on the floor. Corner 3, good. There's Jabari Smith, and he's finding his rhythm. Jasper, the point guard, transferred from college at Charleston, his 104th career game this afternoon. Jabari Smith again. Money. How do you stop that? Jabari Smith left open. That won't work out to your benefit very often. Retirement announcement, a preview of Kentucky, Kansas. Reese, LaFonso, and my guy, Seth. Off of one leg. Smith left it short. Kessler found it.
I think that if Oklahoma's going to play through Tanner Groves, it's got to be away from the basket, not on the block, as long as Walker Kessler's in the game.
Here's Jabari Smith. And Jacob Groves the rebound.
Jasper out of the middle of the floor. Keep him on one side.
Here's Jabari Smith, left wide open. Splash. Their last 3. Jabari Smith guarded by Gibson. It's a huge size advantage. And the turnaround finds its home.
Oklahoma has put on here as of late to cut it to 4. Now 5-point game.
You're just thinking about the post-game meme. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Smith. The game in the second.
Well, and here's the thing Oklahoma hasn't been able to do, to be as physical. Missouri was very physical with Jabari Smith.
Hill is, but it still won't help. Auburn, powered by Jabari Smith, got his 4th double-double. 18 points, 10 boards. Hill is in his pocket. Turnaround. It's 6-10 on 6-3. Shot clock in single digits. Jabari Smith will rise.
The benefits.
Well, it hasn't happened overnight, obviously, but they've been ranked in the top 10 for the last 5 years before finally claiming the #1 spot this week. But so far, they have
timing as well.
Well, we haven't seen Jabari Smith get going yet. Turnaround, no good. Second chance opportunity. And
the defense is connected to the offense. It's allowed them to get out and score baskets.
And for the first time tonight, the Auburn Tigers have the lead. 2 seconds separate the clocks. Jabari Smith and Kessler going for the rebound, but a hold underneath. That's going to go against Colt. Some kind of defensive gem for Auburn. Here's Jabari.
See, that's where he's got to get better. You got to be able to go to work there at 6'10" and
Jabari Smith, turn around. Pickett the rebound.
Washington last year, a very tough and physical team, similar to the tough and physical team that Missouri is tonight.
Allen swatted out of there. Cambridge at his shot block. Jabari Smith launches the 3. It'll belong to Missouri. Pearl believes it was touched by Missouri.
Nice block. Continue to build his program on here at Missouri.
Jabari Smith. Just 3 points. Team's leading score. Averaging almost 6. Oh, what a huge screen by Jabari Smith as he just blows up Gordon, but can't convert. The follow is there, and that won't drop. Jabari Smith takes it to Kobe Brown. It'll belong to the Auburn Tigers with Wendell Green to Kessler. Swing it around. Jabari Smith. Boy, just doesn't have the touch from the outside tonight. Jabari Smith now 1 of 6 struggling this year. Meanwhile, Auburn sits here with the #1 ranking right next to their name, and he's a big part of it. Jabari Smith rips the net.
That's his bread and butter.
Kessler working on Kobe Brown. Jabari Smith. Wendell Green at 5'11" with the out.
You play well as a silencer. And this is where I like him now. Nice little shade by Wheeler.
He's going to try to take it and block shot by Brooks.
Trying to jump people. He's got to get in the attack mode. Lacing it one way.
Here's Smith at the free throw line. Got himself free and buried it.
That's what I like. Got that 2 bounce, elevation. Let it come to you.
We'd like the looks of this Kentucky team right now. Up 8. Jabari Smith. What a shot.
That's big time. You got Brooks looming large as well and that play.
Here's Smith on the other wing. Going to take it from there. Got it from there.
He loves his 3. You got to hug him. But then he's got the...
Auburn trying to hold the top spot. Kentucky with just 1 conference loss. Trying to move into the spot. Jabari Smith misses an opening 3.
Settles though, Brett. You know, I think a break your guy down.
Use that entire second half. I was at the Champions Classic season opener when Severe Wheeler played 38 minutes in that game. Afterward, John Calipari said, I shouldn't play him that much. This afternoon, he's not going to have a choice.
You're a great player.
They love that kid here, don't they? Nice back screen to set this up.
There he is. Now he's getting in the act. The lead is 3.
What are many calories Xavier Wheeler burns during the course of the game?
Gary's right, though. He's got to play a lot. Quite a few of them.
Smith missed a 3. And Johnson couldn't keep it up. Now it's Wendell Green working against Xavier Wheeler. Green's had a couple big 3s in this half. Jabari Smith's going to try one. Johnson tracks it down. Paddles has a look over to Coach Pearl.
This is where he loves it right here. A nice help.
They double him.
Still buried the jumper.
His elevation is extraordinary. Went away.
One of the best in college basketball. Walker Kessler with the block. Jabari Smith with the 3. Kessler leads in the... Here's Jabari Smith for 3. What do you think he's best used on the offensive end?
More than all but one SEC team, so that's going to be a strategy for them today. Try to get Auburn into foul trouble.
Smith was looking to go high-low. Kessler was covered. He said, I'll take it.
But when that would happen, there was no weak side help there. Good job by Georgia by staying spaced.
Jabari Smith with the mid-range.
That's just part. You got me. And he's right there to help you out.
Here's Jabari Smith.
Ooh, that's big time.
They got separation on that spin move. It will still be Auburn basketball.
Wants to do initially, right? Yeah. So you can basically throw out half of what the play you're trying to run, and now you're forced to run end of shot clock stuff. You of it, and you have to work at it, and they do.
Green with the pump fake. Back to Smith. Is that what you said?
No idea.
How do you spell that? Is there an R at the back end?
You got it. That's how you nail it. That's how you stick the landing with an R.
Jabari Smith nails it. That's his first shorthanded carry. Oquendo, the leading scorer, unavailable tonight. He's been battling injuries the last couple of games. Here's Smith. And Bauman secures the rebound.
What about it yet?
If I were NBA team?
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Jabari right here with that.
I don't think so.
I think he just, did he hear us ask that question?
We'll talk quite a bit more about that potential ranking coming up later tonight. First meeting between these two this year. They've split the last 8, the last 4 yesterday. He goes, I really like watching. I idolize the other unicorn-like players at the next level. Kevin Durant is one. He said he's watched quite a bit of Chris Middleton the last few years. Giannis
has done a terrific job getting Brooks quality looks down low, deep post position.
That shot way offline that time. Ball back to Ole Miss. They have come out swinging against number 4 in the nation. 62% shooting from the field. Fagan has 12. And Jabari Smith misfires. This is a high-powered offense that goes for better than 80 points per game. Extremely efficient on this end of the floor. And Jabari Smith, now, he's bound to get his at some point. Today, we got a long time to go, but a long second half as well. Ole Miss just connected on his 7th 3 of the night. Jabari Smith, that's cash.
Well, you just saw.
And just how critical it was, the end of that half for Auburn. The Tigers scored 7 straight to get it back to a 7-point game. Smith misfires that. Smith sets the screen. Flanagan works off of it. Right back to the freshman. Couple of jab steps. Puts it up. No. He's a tremendous outside shooter, Dane. 45%.
But you'd like to see a young man get as excited about a defensive victory as he does offense.
Smith off that time. His second half. They've outscored Ole Miss by 15. It's just so many weapons. This one, Jabari Smith. Fagan has banked in a 3 and he's banked in a free throw. Who cares though? It's a 4-point game. Smith off the bounce. Goes up through traffic. That was with his left hand. A little out of control. Fortuitous bounce back to Green. Smith for 3. Kessler got his hands on it, out of bounds.
Some shots. Jeff Jasper using that right arm to push off on Cornelius. Nate Oates is letting Joe Lindsay, the official, know it. Smith pull up 3, soft.
Some say he settles. I say take as many of the guard in the country.
In a lot of ways, this is his team. Jabari Smith over any defender that's on him. That time it was shot block. So Cardwell, who's playing for Kessler, with a follow-up dunk and now a block. Smith's got 6. He's off with a 3. And a good blocks out because there is a big advantage for not known as a shooter, and that one's off the iron, but the rebound comes out to Jabari Smith. He will launch a 3, and that's the last 2 shots that have been off badly. Good hustle there. KD
in this battle because they turn it into a foot race from the perimeter.
There's a take. Smith with the lay-in with the left. He'll go to the free throw line, and he's got 8 points now.
It is a
wow. Boy, Smith went up and caught it.
Yes, ate it up.
5 blocks in the game for Auburn. God. Jabari Smith is having a tremendous night. They have taken some ill-advised threes, and they'll continue to do so, and it's worked for them. Smith in the paint. That's denied. Bediako back in the game for a block. Williams said he lost the ball, and here comes Johnson. He knows one mode, it's attack, and he went hard. No foul, and it's Smith who picked up the loose ball and flushed it.
Man, he fights now. He asked you at halftime what we should do.
Just some telepathy. I read the stat. He must have heard it. Smith, spot up, no. He's been loud from Jump Street. And Smith, another 3. That's good. Boy, is he a great shooter. Phenomenal. Too. Remember, James Rojas is scheduled to come back for Alabama. Big 6'8" guy who's been out dealing with a knee issue. Should be in the next week and a half. And how about the follow-away from Jabari Smith now to age 6. Every time Alabama in the second half has gotten close, Auburn has pumped the brakes. Jabari Smith, no good.
And fight right now to get a couple of key stops in a row.
Smith set up 3, bottom.
Gracious.
Jabari Smith, the balance of Auburn.
Could have got stuck where his initial stop spot was. Ran to the ball.
Jabari Smith blocked that time. It was Noah Gurley.
He wants to pass.
In this building to have a chance to pull off the upset. A really good start by Appleby.
Appleby is 30% shooting
Watch out.
outside three-point line. That's gliding to the basket. Jabari Smith.
I believe he will be.
Smith. Holding. Turning. Scoring.
Yeah, that's just about money for him. He is so good at elbow-eyed it tonight.
9 points off of 6 Auburn turnovers. Now off of the Florida turnover. Here's Berman. Fed inside. It won't drop down for Jabari Smith.
Well done. Help, 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 help.
Fleming has come out playing well. Here's Smith. Great outside shooter. Shows it to you there. Takes a look over at the bench. Or at least in the bench area after a drop. Wins 5 losses. Smith. No good on the turnaround. Here's Appleby.
Good
Appleby.
pass.
Beautiful pass. But
what fight and tenacity and resiliency shown by these Florida Gators.
Drugi now on one end, answered back on the other end. Jabari Smith playing only 12 minutes so far.
Consistently anyways. Elbow ISO, man, is this kid good at those?
Not this time.
Rebound.
Hardwell takes it away from Castleton.
Poses a huge presence against Auburn here at home tonight.
K.D. Johnson misfires. Kessler and Levesque battling for it. Wendell Green back the other way. Jabari Smith, stutter step. A little too strong. Kessler battling with a couple of Gamecocks. Stevenson. Kessler will take a seat. Dylan Cardwell checks in for the Tigers. Jabari Smith left wide open, and he buries it.
Coach Frank Martin was livid in shoot-around. He's young man Jacoby Wright, who's a freshman, 6'2" and 180 pounds. He's never seen anything like this.
Jabari Smith can't get it to go. Kessler will chase it down.
Pat Bradley mentioned it in the studio, the defense of Auburn. Even when they've struggled offensively, their defense has really kept them at bay. But the fact of the matter is, you just got to secure that rebound. He's been quiet, hasn't he? Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah. There you go. The 6'10" freshman, his jersey underneath the hold my own. I think he's done that and then some. Jabari Smith in and out.
He's going to have to be able to pass better, but he's going to have to put, be able to sit down on that block and score at point blank range as well.
Fires for 3. Catch and
shot clock down to 5. Long 3 on the way. Jabari Smith short, and it's going to be LSU ball going the other way. Basketball top of the key, giving it off to Jabari Smith.
LSU's got to get back to what they do. They defend, get deflections, get the rebound, get the ball out and try to get something.
Called for touching the ball last. That's what Pat Adams said underneath. Jabari Smith contested three off the front iron. He's 0 of 3 from behind the arc, but an offensive rebound for.
That's going to get. That's not.
You're in trouble for that one. Jabari Smith from deep. And he gets the three to go. That's the fourth triple. Jabari Smith, an assist on that rebound. Smith left alone, lets it fly, and he's off the mark. But an offensive board for KD Johnson, the former 4-star out of Atlanta. And Georgia freshman. And Jabari Smith, it's ball fake. Deep three on the way, won't go. Smith with the rebound. Auburn with a chance to get it to double digits going into the break. Jabari Smith, yes, at the buzzer. For LSU, the freshman from Philadelphia, Montverde Academy. 10-point game, 10.5 to play. Jabari Smith is 3% in Auburn, Alabama. Now, I know that's outside, not inside. Packed house, sweat all over the place, all contributing. Jabari Smith on the drive, looking for the foul, didn't get it.
By KD Johnson to stick with it.
Another turnover. Three on the way. No, that would have taken the roof off of Auburn.
Again, ball movement, inside out, get it to your best player.
Smith comes up tonight for Walker Kessler.
Wow. See how that ball's moving?
Jabari Smith with the
10-7 lead here for St. Louis. This is Smith. He'll take that if you give him that much room.
Spin move. Transfer from Memphis. Played a couple of games at Memphis and then transferred here to St. Louis.
Smith can't connect. Kessler.
11 deep with confidence.
There's a takeaway here in transition. This is Smith to the rim. Too strong off the window. He was thinking about the footsteps behind him. Here's Thatch in transition.
Missed layups early, so it was nice to see Okoro finish that short pass.
5-point lead for the Billikens. This is Smith. He launches quickly and buries it. We were talking about that three-point shooting ability. He shoots it at day because of how deep Auburn is. They need extra bodies on the floor with all the energy they're going to expound. Is another jumper there from Jabari Smith. That was pretty.
It just looks like when he's get away from the defense. That's just a precision pass.
This is Smith. He's doubled, finds some room and lays it in. That's why he's a prospect. On him, has to get it back out to Smith. Smith with 5 on the shot clock, working it inside. Fall away in the lane is short. Ball tapped out. And the offensive rebound comes out to Jasper. Smith can't finish. Collins in transition. Two-handed jam to Hargrove. What a beautiful. He's losing the handle there, turning it over. Billikens haven't scored in the last 2 minutes and change, but no field goals for Auburn until right there as Jabari Smith
made his free throws, contested his last shot. Big guy's going to work.
Tigers can tie or take the lead with this possession. That one is blocked, they say.
After they will foul him.
They're on their feet in St. Louis. Smith got it. Jabari Smith.
Against Mississippi State, 26 points in the first half of that game, fought back, got it down to 16. One thing about the Lions, they will not quit in this basketball game.
Ball went off of Daniel Orton.
Down and play different. He didn't tell us that time. He said, we're going to play our style and prepare for our league play, no matter who we're going against.
Here's Smith with the pull-up. Man, that's 6'10". And by the way, he's 7th in the
difference between Jasper and Green. And he said, one thing about Wendell Green is he can ignite our offense a lot more. You know, he can pull up from 20, 30 feet on the floor. He's quicker. He'll of the Auburn Tigers a little bit.
Yes, but Berman tracks that one down. Here's Smith for three. Right over Berman.
Yes, but.
Well, my butt would be this. In this. This is an Auburn team still without Alan Flanagan. Working his way back from Achilles surgery before the season. Jabari Smith with the miss. They're still hoping he can get back for the LSU game.
For the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah, it was hard fought. Right now, Alabama with a 1-point lead on the road at FedEx Forum against Memphis. We got Jabari Smith back in the game.
Aggressiveness.
Here's Jabari Smith. Took it away. Took it home. And Atlanta's pulled, especially from a high school perspective, I feel like it's diminished the power of national signing day. Shot blocked by Damian Forrest. Now, all that said,
a blank range where you can score or get fouled. I think Walker Kessler needs to be that on this team along with Jabari Smith Jr.
Here's Jabari Smith off the mark with a three. At this point, what is Auburn's strength?
Alabama like they should have coming into this basketball game.
No doubt their eyes were open in the locker room if it won in the first half. Turnaround from Smith is off the mark. He is 3 of 10 in this game.
I would agree. I would agree. And that's always been Coach Bruce Pearl's mindset, is that his 10 will beat your 10.
Rebound. He rips down the rebound. He'll lead the break. He'll take the three. And Kessler, I had a game with Sonny at Memphis years ago. We were working on the TV side, and I had a quick flight. And he said, buddy, jump in my Cadillac. I'll get you to the airport. And we made it from FedEx Forum to the. And Katie Johnson leaves it short. And then another block for the Lions. That one courtesy of Dallas Howell. Lions trying to spin it in. Numbers the other.
You talked about it being a 3-point game in the first half. The big difference was just the energy level of Auburn. And give a lot of credit. Damian Forrest has done
from a broken right foot. And on the shot clock, Jabari Smith lets it go, and he's already begun to flash his talents. And drives looking for the reverse lay-in, and it goes back to Auburn, a style their pressure defensively Nebraska is ready for after recently they saw that again. You know what, let's trade. We don't have the restricted arc today. Let's trade that and put a 4-point line on the floor.
Okay, that's fine, but I don't think the scorekeepers are going to count it as 4, so it could throw people off watching.
You can dream. We got 2 more years till our next rules change year. But float it out there now. Those free throws did end the scoreless drought. Smith gets ahead of the field. It's the easiest 2 points he'll get all day.
You will ever have a chance to spend time with.
The first game that he and I ever worked together at Notre Dame. That's a second three for Jabari Smith, by the way. But Fonz invited me.
Makes this Auburn team so special.
And that on top of Nebraska being shorthanded. Limited a little bit more than usual today. Jabari Smith scoring from all 3. In other games we've lost, we didn't give up like we did in that game, but they were certainly not at full health against Michigan either. Under 2 minutes until the half as Auburn has jumped out to a big lead here, trying to make it a 5-game winning streak. Smith has already hit a couple of threes. Looked like it was going to be another Auburn. And Sam Hoiberg out with the flu.
And Green actually starting the second half. Katie Johnson going to come off the bench in the second half, but Jabari Smith picks up exactly where he left off.
9-point lead. Here's Smith guarded by Mayen. And the jumper no good. So Mayen drawing a lot of the ask of.
But it would have given them more bodies to throw at Jabari Smith. You know, so many injuries and so much illness that Fred Hoiberg has dealt with thus far early in this year.
That's just part of the equation in trying to slow down.
Maybe, but it could be really one play. I'm sorry, 2 plays in one. Oh, off the glass.
Green on glass. And Jabari Smith throws it down in front of this big Tigers crowd.
Catch and shoot it instinctively, you're normally going to have success.
Smith got a hand on it. Whole team down the floor. And it's Smith again.
Starting five for AU. We told you about Jabari Smith. Cambridge, the experience. Kessler gives him a little size and rim protection inside. Transfer out of North Carolina. Rebound cleared by Gabadon. Here comes
rim protection, a guy who's averaging so many blocks right now. It's early in his career here, but the Twin Towers are in a full effect for Auburn.
Oh, I like the Twin Towers. You can sell me on that. Jump ball. Go. Smith left open. He's got that shot in the arsenal. 7-0 Auburn. And a quick timeout called by... And Smith has had a bevy of NBA scouts and general managers already watching him play. Look at it. Pretty special. Out 4 of 9 from downtown. Get back in it. Jabari Smith. Back iron. Mahoney the board. Over, you know what you get with Green. You don't really know, and that's okay because he can get creative and do some different things. And there's Jabari Smith. That's right, you can. I'm not trying to fool anybody here, but hey, this team this season with that player and his teammates could be in store for something.
Even had his best game today, who has an excellent ability to score on the interior. Devin Cambridge, Jalen Williams, it's just so many that are coming at you.
Tigers trying to go 2 for 1, win the Ivy League. And they've done that each of the last 2 years. That conference has played college hoops. Of course, off last season as we documented. Cardwell the putback.
College basketball on the next level is that you have a top 5 pick that got on the floor. I think that exemplifies what type of culture that they have at Auburn.
How about drawing the contact? Little and one finish, next level.
I'm in college basketball.
And the super seniors coming back. You got a lot of experience. Green off the mark. Smith on the offensive glass. Going to work. And a chance for 3. You're kind of bringing everybody back down to earth a little bit, and I like that. I think we need to hear that today. Auburn fans don't want to hear it.
Right now, Jabari Smith Jr. championship turned into a lottery pick. Everybody needs to go on their own time, but college basketball is a terrific place to be now.
Jabari Smith got 74-47.
Same situation. Let it fly, Devin Cambridge.
This is Smith. Pull-up jump shot online, but a little bit long off the back iron. Rebound untimed. We've seen that tonight. That's dribbled off the foot of Fuller. Auburn looking to set up the 3-ball off the break, and it is good. Standing on the perimeter opposite side right now, Green gets it to Kessler, who finds Smith. He'll take the 3. Yes!
How smooth is that, Jeff?
Shot clock at 6. This is Smith. He'll take a long one and didn't quite get it there. Kessler battling hard for it, but it'll go back to you here.
But with a lot of skill combined.
5 on 4 now. Smith hanging in the air and then delivering with a CF and taken back by Auburn. The shot clock was reset.
Surprisingly.
Smith can't get the 3 to go. But they both kissed and made up after the whistle.
It was too close to the official.
Smith for 3. Got it.
And there's Jabari Smith's answer to that.
Smith leans over the dribble, takes it all the way, hesitates, scores off the window. 3 for Auburn. Smith from distance. 4.5 slip. Fortunately for UCF, no travel, but Smith comes up with a loose ball. He hesitates, he hangs, and that's blocked beautifully. Nice defense down low by Seed.
No doubts that he can block Jabari's shots.
Smith fades after the dribble, leaves it short. Here comes UCF. Every possession is somehow slithered, somehow acted like a gyroscope in working his way free. Smith lays it in, and here come the Auburn Tigers. They have kept their foot.
Loyal to 31% from the field in the second half of their win yesterday. They looked for the lob to the freshman. He didn't throw it down, but when you've got that vertical, that hang time.
You're talking about Jabari Smith. Bruce Pearl told me, look, he is already a pro. He's got the mentality. He knows that he's good, but he's very humble about it.
Back out to Smith, open look for three. Shot isn't there right now for the...
It's almost like Auburn is conserving their energy on the offensive end, very patient so that they can expend all their energy on defense. And when you got that right there, be there.
Shot clock down to 2. Jabari Smith calmly splashes a three. Smith. I think he turned around, was a little surprised. He had a little room, so he decided to try to drive it. Now he's got a wide open look, and he just won't stay down. Good job on the inside by Crit.
Swider's going to have to do more of that as long as Jimmy Boeheim is struggling to get a basket.
Jabari Smith turns around. He's looking to pass against that zone, but then he realizes I'm 6', and it's taken away by Chris Moore. Moore tries to go all the way. Auburn now scrambling, so just give it off to Jabari Smith. That's his 5th rebound to go along with the game-high 14 points. Green with the lob to Smith, who puts it down. Nothing happening there for Syracuse. They're down now by 19. Will Auburn try to go over the top again here, make it a 4th time? Well, they'll just go with the deep three from Smith that won't drop.
I think it's a little.
Smith misses everything. Jasper surveys. Smith's not going to be shy to try again. And Edwards rips down the rebound. 10-point game. Jasper. Smith will try one more time, and this time he'll splash it.
Now this is what Auburn needs, more movement against that zone instead of just passing around the perimeter.
Torrance tipped it out. Here's Buddy Boeheim.
Of Auburn, that's going to be a tough job. Pass the basketball.
Smith drains another three. Jabari Smith now with 22 points. Jimmy Boeheim 22 minutes. Gerard with 23 minutes. Those are two of the guys who have been in the low to mid 30s. Smith on the turnaround. Edwards was there to. Brought to you by Atlantis for the Tigers, who have the first position. What a game from KD Johnson yesterday. Had a career high 27 points. Auburn gets the first points of the afternoon. 12 points off of those 8 Loyola turnovers here in the first half. And there is Jabari Smith, almost on cue. Mike, come on back. Jabari Smith inside.
Coach Drew has just reloaded this year. Jimmy Dykes thinks they have an opportunity possibly to repeat, go back to back. The Baylor Bears is
an 80% free throw shooter, goes 0 for 2. Jabari Smith will try a three. Clemens with the rebound.
And 2. Can't roll and be moving with the offense, with the defense.
Jabari Smith, that silky smooth stroke knocks
pouring off Loyola's turnovers. Loyola's got to take care of the basketball.
Just with the size right now for Auburn, you've got Kessler at 7'1".
Wanted the lob over Norris down low. Little point guard on the post up.
Kessler to Smith. Smith, the turnaround.
18-year-old legs don't show any sign of fatigue of going to double overtime last night against UConn.
Yeah, Bruce Pearl said it after the game that Jabari Smith isn't afraid of the moment. He belongs out there.
Come out and win a zone. I don't know if that's a good idea. Loyola, yes, they have not been hitting their threes in the second half, but it's because of a man-to-man pressure defense.
Smith with the pretty
rebounding team and a turnover into the hands of Devin Cambridge. Jabari Smith one-on-one, left hand no good, and he was challenged at the rim by Whaley. Another turnover. Auburn. Jabari Smith, Whaley frustrating him. He launches a three, that's short and off to the right. UConn's
guy that you've got to make him bounce it.
Auburn has not got much from this guy yet as he challenges, and into the thick of it he went. It's kept alive by Moore with the foul. Boy, and Tyrese Martin twice has been literally in the same position on the floor, and it's that left elbow saying, nope, use the elbow to regimen, I'm sure. 30 seconds to go. Good defense there. Cole, Jabari Smith. That one looked better, and the release is good. He knocks down a three. Lost his dribble. That ball kept alive, and here comes Auburn. And they got numbers. Watch out for Jabari Smith. He finishes, and he gets fouled. Oh, Jabari Smith inches his right, and he threw up a brick. Cole tries to slow Green down. Here's Jabari Smith, stepped into it. Boy, that was dead on, and it missed. Jeff Jasper puts the brakes on, and the valve is KD Johnson. Now he tries. Jabari Smith. That's money! Jalen Williams is open for a second underneath, and Green, with a man of his face, couldn't see him. Jabari Smith's feeling it all the way to the basket. Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Good with his feet set.
Got to keep an eye on Pauly now. He's knocked down a couple of threes here late. And certainly the guards for Auburn have been the difference. Jabari Smith, one-on-one, step back. That's short.
Yeah, he got Williams, I think, on the high side and just held him off. A really good mid-post post-up by Sanogo. Didn't lock himself into the low block, got to the mid-post.
They're isolating Jabari Smith. We're in the second overtime, game 2 here in the battle for Atlantis.
Do you cross screen and try to throw one to Williams in front of the rim? Or get Jabari Smith as the trigger guy? There he is.
Auburn 14-11, 11:38 in the first. Kessler down the left side of the lane. Jabari Smith against Nika Metz. Puts it up. Oh, it was in and out. And Metz gets the rebound, or Howell gets the rebound for. He'll bring the ball across midcourt. Working on Nika Metz. Blows past him, goes up, ball blocked. Rebound Gonzalez for ULM. Drives top of the circle to the free throw line. Bounce pass to the low. Pick up. 8-point lead, matches the largest of the night for ULM. Auburn ball. Smith to the basket, hangs, shoots, scores. He wanted to foul and didn't get it.
Well, he should have got it.
30-24 ULM. And Jabari up the right sideline. Across midcourt, top of the circle. 3 ball. Got it.
Whoa! That'll get him going. It's got me going for sure.
Cuts the lead in half. 32 Jasper between the rings. Crossover dribble twice. Left wing, Smith, another 3 ball. Yep.
He'll take care of business.
Down to a 2-point game. 2:08 in the first is into the game. Reginald Jeep back into the lineup. There in a man, Auburn ball. Jabari Smith, baseline left, put it up, didn't get it. The rebound to Elijah Gonzalez.
We're still getting one shot.
Wendell Green between the circles. Works on Trey Boston, rather Gonzalez. Gets a screen, top of the circle, Cambridge. 3 ball, cuts the lead to 1, missed it. Rebound Jabari back up, good. Kessler, and he blocked it. Rebounded by Jabari up the middle of the floor. 3rd block of the night, Kessler. Behind the back dribble, Jabari to the hole. Oh, finger roll, knocks it home.
Hey, that's a sports center. That's a...
Wendell Green, between the legs dribble. Passes the ball to Jabari Smith. Crossover, 3 ball. Nope, long rebound, more for Auburn. Chris backs it up in the lane. Turn from the wing. Instead, top of the circle, that was Jasper to Wendell. Gets a screen from Smith. Back to Jabari for 3. It's good. Rattled in.
He's very good at that, and he practices that shot.
81-60 Tigers. Wendell, left key. Jabari Smith penetrates. Crossover dribble, 17-footer. Good.
You know, I'm going to make an offhand.
The circle for Green.
They're playing a zone.
Right wing, Moore. Top of the circle, Jabari. Straight away 3. No good. Rebound tapped up and controlled by Howell for you.
Continues for Morehead State. Jasper swung around Smith. Smith thought about it, takes the 3. Money from downtown. Jabari Smith.
What is who was at the time, you know, Cooper or Potter, but then they extend the floor and they lose time trying to get their shot off.
Smith looking to use his length, and why not? He's 6'10". On rebound pulled in by Smith. Smith with space. Count it.
For the lob down inside.
Smith, 6'10", against 6'5", and knocks it home with a turnaround J.
You can tell that Jabari worked on that shot. That's why the 3. So right now, they feel they've got to attack Auburn with that 3.
Jab step J, in and out.
Athletes going at high rates of speed, and it's not a contact sport like football, but at times it can be some.
Hounding the big man, Levesque takes it away. Jabari, Kessler, count it!
25-win season. That's 4 times that's happened the last 5 years. KD Johnson.
Reese was a warrior in that first half, and the crowd had no negative impact on him at all. But
how about this 3-pointer?
Nice. Quiet. Everything is picture perfect. High elbow. Great follow through.
Inside Cardwell, shoved that one home from the floor to start this second half. And without a 3-point make. KD Johnson. Mo behind the back. On his backside. And it leads to a 3, and the Tigers are back in front.
Smith and Kessler on the floor for Auburn. Wide open, and from behind.
I think he'll continue to do that in the next couple of years in Ole Miss uniform.
Part of a really good Ole Miss nucleus for next year for sure, as Flanagan misses one near Johnson. Bursting in the front court, rejected by Brooks. Smith down low to Kessler, big to big on the out. In the country of the potential #1 pick in Jabari Smith. If they get the guards playing the way they're capable of, like this young man, look out. Sometimes they've all been gone, sometimes 2 out of the 3, 1 out of the 3. It just seems like they've never had a full complement of players. First 3 of the ball game for Ole Miss, they were 0 for 4.
Big size mismatch inside.
Yeah, got to give him some help. Cambridge spot and fire 3. Matthew Morrell in conference play.
You can't shoot the gap on Smith if you don't get it.
Again. Nearing the 6-minute mark. Kessler on a tray. Smith probes the baseline. Bellied up by Brooks. Kick out to Green. Thought about it. Pulls the trigger.
Yeah, Jabari Smith pass to Brooks. You got a small guy on for a bucket. Decision maker.
That's a pretty good decision ordinarily. Going crazy exchange.
That's a big bucket to just stop momentum.
Yes.
Maybe forget that Jabari Smith's on their team. Then that can bog them down. And what Bruce Pearl says, he knows they're going to be good on defensively.
The offense. They bring it double to Smith. He finds Kessler for the reverse.
And DeRougie just fell completely.
Jabari Smith trying to answer. DeRougie all over him. Wendell Green says, I got it.
Being Vanderbilt, they played exceptionally well at Rupp Arena. Pippen went off on the Wildcats. Just Kentucky was too much. That was his first game back. This is Green up top.
And Wendell Green in for instant offense.
Kessler lines up a 3.
Running and the pounding up and down you've got to do.
Inside, Kessler gets a friendly bounce.
40 years old, playing a pickup game.
He's a heck of a player at the University of Georgia. Baseline jumper, look at this. Missed him. Smith to Cambridge in the corner. He loves the baseline. But this guy gets it done in the paint.
And Pippen late, not strong enough to keep Kessler from getting it to the rim. Looked like he wanted to kind of foul him hard, not let him get the ball up. But
those games they lost, it's not like they're getting blown out, but they just haven't made the plays toward the end to win games.
Flanagan got caught under the basket, and now the Aggies.
It's a beautiful read of the passer's eyes on that backdoor cut.
Katie Johnson coming off a quiet game against Wendell Green Jr. in off the bench for Auburn. That's him with the ball right now. 13 points per game. Lob up top. Smith to Cardwell. Johnson. A strong baseline drive into fifth.
So they don't allow Texas A&M to set up a trap.
Again, the baseline drive by Johnson. And
legs. See if that's an issue in the overtime period. Here's Katie Johnson. Nice crossover.
Oh, that reach could have been 2. Great hands.
Katie Johnson, deep 3 off the mark. Flanagan will trigger it into Jabari Smith.
There's 6 inches difference for Jabari Smith. I'm surprised he didn't just shoot it. Wow, Flanagan. Now he's going to have to block him out.
Wendell Green, ball fake on Cook to the rim.
Shot no matter what.
Smith.
Rise up and shoot it.
Now the double, kick it out to Green.
Should go right back to him. Wendell Green.
21 in the second half.
So with all this going on in the second half, the best player in the country has 1 field goal attempt.
Flanagan step back 3 short. Kessler, yes. And was knocked out of
offensive player. Made his name there at Duke. And Jacob Groves lost the handle on it. Here's Green, it's under 93 days. Oklahoma extends the defense. Katie Johnson with 1.
And how can Oklahoma get stops? You got to keep the guard.
Jasper off to Jabari Smith. Now Kessler just inside the arc. Jump shot a little too strong. And Kobe Brown chases it down in the corner and keeps it alive. Kessler spins. Got it to go.
That's what I.
Zeb Jasper for Auburn. Smith feeds underneath. Flanagan.
Nice pass, too. Nice dive.
Boy, this crowd's amazing. You're going to hear a pin drop in here when Auburn's on offense.
Look at that hesitation. Pretty play.
And then they go crazy when they do that.
Big time.
Always been a big part of what Auburn does.
Here's a touch for Kessler, the North Carolina transfer, and part of a Georgia. Auburn with a chance after the long rebound. Johnson, transition, got it! And the half nearly ending. Kessler got it up and in!
Yeah, the quality of looks for Ole Miss, whether from three or down low, have been terrific.
Triple is down. That's Kate.
Bryant mishandled it. Katie Johnson, look out. Oh, it rolls off. Smith, the follow slam. Stevenson hit one a moment ago from that spot. Good rotation. Bounced out.
South Carolina can't string together something here in the closing minutes.
That's great. Bounces out. The Gamecocks shooting below 37% from the field. What could have been in 2020. It was another 25-win season for the Tigers. Couisnard offline once again. Bryant sends Jabari.
Jasper to Green with a path and an easy layup. Make shots. Smith couldn't do it there.
Make shots. Life is simpler.
Green. A rare miss from deep.
That's what I call a Bruce Pearl 3 because from Mississippi State.
It was 3 the last time we had the Bulldogs. So who knows? He may be the only player in the nation that is able to achieve double digits in every single game in terms of score.
Shoot it.
12 points already for Jabari Smith. More another miss from deep. 2-on-1. Johnson. Smith. Give him 14 points. 5 of 5 from the floor. Perfect from the stripe as well. Tolu Smith missed a chippy. It's been that kind of start for Mississippi State.
Cambridge in SEC play now just 4 for 30 from the arc.
Derek Fountain checking in. Quick strike. And Jabari Smith, another rebound. That'll be his 6th. An opportunity. That would be their 3rd quad 1 win of the season. Joe Lunardi right now has the Bulldogs under consideration. So not among the first 4 out or the next 4 out, but that next tier. You win tonight. Game featuring more drama than a junior high lunch table. Molinar, no. Smith, the rebound. Tigers can tie it up. Or grab the lead. Tigers want to clinch at least a share of the SEC's regular season championship tonight. A win will do just that.
Now Molinar is going 1 dribble too deep. In 2 different ways.
3 ties, 4 lead changes so far. All of those coming in our second half or OT.
Boy, that was halfway down. Adu again creates another offensive rebound. They are owning the offensive glass. Vescovi off so far early with his shot. Cut, dump off Adu, no, again. Fulkerson picks it up. My goodness, this is such a disparity in rebounding. Vescovi gets hit hard, no call. So you can impact games when you're not scoring.
Flanagan missed the first 11 without Achilles, and he still doesn't have true confidence to put that plant foot down. This is a problem.
Because they've missed 21 shots already. James, and they're in a slump right now after a hot start. 7 for 29 from the over to double. And Walker Kessler launches a 3. In and out. Smith. Oh, wow. Hung in the air when Fulkerson went up to block it. Delayed the...
And Walker Kessler so good, Ravi, at defending the drive and then just eating it up with a length at the rim.
It's been held in check. As Ziegler throws that up, and there is an offensive rebound once by Fulkerson. No good. And Smith rips it down.
What will Bruce Pearl dial up for Jabari Smith? That's two huge misses.
Sure was.
And 10 in blue.
They say all ball. Johnson bursting in the front court, rejected by Brooks. Smith down low to Kessler, big to big on the alley-oop. See the missed games this year. Allen, Ruff, and Joyner. Sometimes they've all been gone. Sometimes 2 out of the 3, 1 out of the 3. It just seems like they've never had a full complement of players. Crowley spots up a 3, can't find it. Jabari Smith there for the board. Rodriguez, stop and pop, no.
And when you miss, the pace picks up in this building.
Kessler wants it down low. He's got about a half of the lead, back to 10. Ole Miss has turned it over 4 out of the last 5 possessions. Crowley. Smith leading the break, and will find a guard at screen.
And Smith's strength is not handling the ball yet. He'll get better at it. He can make 1 or 2 bounces for the...
Nice pass, sets up an open tray. Off the iron, and Smith corrals it on the baseline.
Well, there was Brooks in the low post position. Going and everything's flowing, right? We've seen them be as good as anybody in the country. We've also seen in the last few weeks, when they go on the road, now we know the tournament's at a neutral site, but when the guard...
They've got a chance to have historically good defensive numbers. The likes that we haven't seen in several decades. Look at these numbers. Opponent's field goal percentage 38.
To free up the corner threes. Appleby off the mark with his second attempt. Zep Jasper runs the point for Auburn. They got a backup, and Wendell Green is just as good with that day.
I took an L that day, a big L.
Wouldn't go for Flanders Fleming. Auburn chance to run down 5. Double dribble. Katie Johnson got moving too fast. Kessler on the bench for the moment. They don't get much smaller, but they do lose the nation's best shot blocker.
Yeah.
Kick out to Lane. He'll think about it. Thought looked too long and too hard.
He was too open.
Michigan warm-up. Shot clock getting late for Appleby. PA announcer played Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. Who was on the baseline singing as loud as he could? Jabari Smith. I walked by.
A fastball in the first half, now an elbow in the second.
Appleby will pull up mid-range. Look who's got the rebound.
How about Jabari Smith to take on Apple?
Katie Johnson to Cardwell. Couldn't finish. Jabari Smith is going to the line.
Pizzoni blocked by Kessler. That's number 125 on the year. Green with a bounce pass to Flanagan, cross court, and then a rejection by the other side. Along with 6.3 rebounds per night.
And his game has just continually gotten better year in, year out. His body's better this year. Dropped a few pounds, slimmer. But he's got an out.
Studi. Shot clock down to 3. Wright just tosses it up there. I don't know if he was thinking there was only 1 second left. He had a few more seconds. Inside, Cardwell.
Cambridge was beat, but he made the block.
Nothing on that shot from Pippen. Came out flat, and Auburn clears it into the hands of Green. Green on the...
Of a former Blue Devil.
And then Jabari Smith grabs the rebound, and he's able to just rip and run. Doesn't have to find an outlet. He can bring it up on his own. This is where he's really dangerous, is in that elbow isolation.
That's his
elbow of Smith and Kessler is pretty impressive on the defensive glass.
Mismatch here with the Gordon on Smith. Cross-court look takes Flanagan out of bounds.
Just way too many times. It's sort of careless turnovers on the part of Auburn.
Williams for 3. Deep one won't go, and the rebound run down by Johnson on Radford. Shot clock's at 2. Rebound Smith.
Boy, physical defense by K.D. Johnson there on Texas.
It down.
Cardwell really moves his feet well.
Radford around and out. The Aggies are shooting 17%. They are 7 for 15 made field goals for the Tigers. Nice little change of pace by Taylor, but he can't finish it.
Well, Cardwell was there to bother it. That's another shot change.
For 10 blocks, he's got a points blocks double-double. 1 block shy of his career high, 3 blocks shy of the program all-time best. He's 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. 24 made field goals, which is an outstanding percentage. Up top. Smith got it back.
Being an SEC championship winning year as well, plus a Sweet 16 appearance. Kusnar denied by Smith.
Smith just such.
The whole play still up in arms about the non-call against Vescovy. Meantime, K.D. Johnson rushed a layup and missed it with no real contest at the rim. Dish, Adu. He has take the game over ability, and Bruce Pearl is slowly kind of feeding him that line as we get closer to March.
Ziegler into him, good defense, and that's going to go.
Smith, 1 dribble pull up, pretty.
I don't know what the discussion is about will he be number 1 or not. There should be no discussion.
Be this close based upon how Texas A&M was able to score in the first half.
Radford into the chest of Cardwell, and Cardwell wins it.
Plenty of time.
Johnson led
to this building.
You know, it reminds me of SoFi Stadium for the 49ers and Rams with all the 49er fans that came down to L.A.
Boy, another block shot, and here comes a run.
Davison is back in the game. Miles challenges Smith. He blocks the shot, and then he gets fouled.
Oh, that's another reason why Jabari Smith is so.
As a great athletic director here, and Lon Kruger retiring, that the program is going to be in good shape, that the foundation is there. And he said it's so important, even though we had roster turnover, that we had to.
Pickett tied up. Shot clock down to 2. And that'll be a shot clock violation. The Tigers get the stop. It's Pickett and does so. Flanagan getting his basketball feet under him after that Achilles surgery in the offseason. And he'll start the break here.
Brooks against Jabari Smith. And Jabari Smith won that battle. Woo! Boy. Get it ahead to Mintz.
Got a kick outside.
Kentucky looking for a foul. The whole coaching staff's up saying, how about that?
And a Georgia takeaway, a little bit sloppy here tonight. Another missed layup, and point-blank cash-in for Jabri Abdul-Rahim.
Hands by Quinterly to knock it loose. Here comes Shackelford. Got Smith off his feet, and Jabari still able to block it at 6'10".
Rabbi, just not a good shot. No paint touch, first side. Done.
Saw Holt, number 1 in the game for Alabama. Davison, tough shot, bad shot. Smith with another block. Flanagan finds Green. He's a prolific shooter.
Bruce Pearl trusts him right now. They get it 3 or 4 minutes here.
Quinterly blow by.
Wow.
And boy, Smith went up and caught it.
Just ate it up.
And a good stop there by Auburn after Alabama had made it close. 19 points. Quinterly into 3 different guys, including Walker Kessler. I think it went off Kessler's foot, so it'll stay.
Cutting to the basket, no. The rebound, Kessler off the miss by DeRuggi.
What can they do with Pinson out of the lineup? He's been their staple here in the second half to keep them in the game.
A block there by Jabari Smith, digging it out.
Had a great talk with Walker before the game today about the art of shot blocking. There's more science involved than you would think. Well, who got that one? Looked like Jabari Smith got his reach up there. 6.
He really didn't have a decision to make there. It was too late. Just froze up. Good pass.
Beautiful feed, but Kessler is there to block it.
Offense took a little break that trip. Lazy pass taken away by Syracuse, and here come the Orange. And it's Edwards rejected by Jabari Smith. Reaching in to knock it away, but sticking with it is Marquise Kennedy. But Auburn gets the stop.
The Hamburglar.
Gonzalez against the zone.
This was a good defensive move.
Boston inside the arc, ball blocked by Kessler. And then Katie Johnson is tied up by Nika. Sign spins and a double team. Through the double team, put up the shot and missed it. And Metzger Rishabili gets the rebound to the basket. Jones is blocked by Smith. Ball to
Wolf, I've noticed, has been slipping the last few trips down the floor. Finds space, drives, gets the tip. No. Great effort from Broom, but unable to get the finish.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a downhill guarding. The floor tilts when he has the ball.
Had an easy layup, and he missed it. Boy, they need Devin Cambridge to play with a little more confidence on the offensive end. He's a good shooter. Fulkerson.
Rodriguez guarded by Smith. Rodriguez going to take it right inside on him. Jabari does not block it.
It gave us a great seat.
Yeah. Pippen blocked by Kessler.
Good on this team that they are still taking their coaching. They are mired in a 7-game losing streak.
Good help off that penetration by Cardwell.
Coleman might have gotten away with a discard there on Smith. And a little more noise from the students here inside Auburn Arena right now, trying to get this team fired up. Off the glass, no good for Radford.
Based upon how Texas A&M was able to score in the first half.
Radford into the chest of Cardwell, and Cardwell wins.
And he's got to be among the best on-ball defenders in the SEC now.
Radford.
And you see what's happening right now with the huge advantage for Arkansas on points off turnovers.
12 of the Razorbacks' 23 points have come off turnovers. Here's Wendell Green to Note rejected by Kessler. Block number 6. Right back to.
It reminds me of SoFi Stadium for the 49ers and Rams with all the 49er fans that came down to L.A.
Boy, another block.
That's so hard just to get the ball in.
Bediako has an idea, and he finger rolls it up and uses the back of the rim. And Shackelford shooting for his 25th point of the night.
To here, and Lon Kruger retiring, that the program is going to be in good shape, that the foundation is there, and he said it's so important.
Hill underneath the Pickett tied up. Shot clock down to 2. And that'll be a shot. Trying to get it to Pickett and does so. Flanagan getting his basketball feet under him after that Achilles surgery in the offseason.
For the Auburn Tigers on that particular play.
Auburn by 3. High off the windows.
You got to kick outside.
Kentucky looking for. I'm busy trying to keep you in line.
Look at the hands. There's the steal.
And a foul. Brooks.
Emma, in that environment, for a freshman to perform the way he did was one of the best performances he'd ever seen.
Fagan rejected at the rim. 5th 5-star at Auburn in the Bruce Pearl era. Landed 6th on ESPN on the ESPN 100 list.
Top 2 zip, and that guy plays with as much energy as anyone in the nation. Jawan Gary to the hole. Oh, pretty spin move with that left hand.
Bama. Yeah, both teams very confident, very cocky, very aggressive how they go about things.
Shackelford finger roll. You got to find Smith. And he lays it.
And right now, they get it 3 or 4 minutes here.
Quinterly blow by. And boy, Smith went up and caught it.
Just ate
it up there by Auburn after Alabama had made it close. 19 points. Quinterly into 3 different guys, including Walker Kessler.
To catch this right now as well.
Shackelford kick
What a
corner
find.
wide open. Nope, Smith closed quickly. Quinterly threw up an air ball, and Flanagan.
Pinson make an extra pass, knock down back-to-back threes.
LSU, this one blocked. Efton Reed went to the bench after his 3rd foul. Pinson.
Some actions of the program several years ago on the punishment handed down by the NCAA. Hargrove to the rim, misses, and the tip-in is key here in the second half. Collins. Hargrove trying to find some room, gets to the rim, and then there's another block there from...
Had a great talk with Walker before the game today about the art of shot blocking. There's more science involved than you would think. Well, who got that one? Looked like...
Galvin as well. Auburn wants to make you play as far away from the basket as you possibly can.
Matt Mayen drives looking for
spark here this afternoon.
7 for Green. Nebraska trailing by as many as it has today.
Central time. So, again, this was not the most favorable conditions for Fred Hoiberg and his team. And it has...
A step back deuce from deep.
And Smith on the other end trying to hold his ground at 5 to go. Kennedy.
Gonzalez gets a screen. Berman tries to stay with him and does. Gonzalez, top of the circle for Nika Metz. Down the lane, puts it up over Kessler. Air ball, rebounded by Jabari Centers. To Nika Metz. Drives, whistle, he double dribble. He did, yes.
Behind, but it went behind Jasper. Wolf lost it out of bounds, and the crowd erupts. Wolf, I've noticed, has been slipping the last few trips down the floor. Finds space, drives, gets the tip, no.
A lot of difficulty.
Tied up, jump ball, and that's Auburn basketball.
Did you see that mug, that face? That was a determined expression that time from Kessler. Now Levesque inside. He's going to have to deal with it. It's no fluke to have the best record after 18 games. And Jabari Smith that time blocks the shot. Tried to do it. Carter caught underneath. Finds Gray. Through traffic and the foul. Stevenson now calls for the screen. Bounces it to Woodley.
Jasper off the mark. Here comes Jeffries. Bulldog needs some points. He'll give it to him with the left hand.
I think this, and you know what I tell every coach at every shoot around.
Make shots. Smith couldn't do it there.
Make shots.
Tolu Smith wide open. Floater is there. He'll get it to bounce down.
Has been perfect for Auburn.
14 points, 5 of 5 from the floor, perfect from the stripe as well. Tolu Smith, and so that development from deep started right then, and that's been a focal point before he even got to Auburn.
Roy, there are not many bigs as we see Matthews finishing.
Lenard, no. Garcia inside, no. Third time's a charm.
Well, that's the reason why I don't like.
Lenard's got to get going. Elbow jumper, big time shot. Big stop there for MSU, right?
No, great team defense.
Molinar
He's not really confident right now in that outside shot. We missed a mistake getting a lot of mileage out of the ball screen. Shuffling.
Out of the timeout, Garcia over Kessler. Tigers want to clinch at least a share of the SEC's regular season championship tonight. A win will do just that.
Now James beat Flanagan. The left hand, no good. Battle, Plavsic has it, throws it up off the window against one of the great shots. Too often this week. There was some concern by Rick Barnes, but he certainly looks healthy so far today.
Well, Robert, so good. They ice it into a switch. High-level defense. Game over ability, and Bruce Pearl is slowly kind of feeding him that line as we get closer to March.
Ziegler.
Tennessee's rebounding in this game, Ravi. 48-30 advantage for the team in white.
Got Ziegler, yes he did.
And I'm going to say player, but that's Larry Bird did similar things. He was too big to try to guard him. How about that move?
Morrell, clock at 8 for the Rebels. Brooks backing in on Kessler. Brooks going to work. Left-handed hook shot. Nice. Hey, nice here, Brooke.
Pretty good hustle by James White. Might have got away with a push-off.
Around and out. Reached puberty 5 years ahead of everybody else. He just keeps making plays like that.
Good bucket.
Is uncommon.
Castleton got free.
Tom, there's the answer to your question. Castleton.
And he hit 3 threes in that game. Appleby sent him to the floor.
What a
into
pass.
Castleton. And he's able to put it in.
What a pass by Appleby.
We see another element of his game that's elite. Turnaround, no.
Rocked in the nose by a fastball in the first half. Now an elbow in the second.
Appleby will pull up mid-range. Appleby down the lane with the left. It's a 1 point.
Vandy's got to control everything on the offensive end. Now with Pippen out, you've got to be careful with the turnovers.
Little curly kneel. Ooh. And then gets it blocked in traffic out of bounds. It'll remain Vanderbilt basketball. Scottie Pippen wanted the foul.
Hey, look.
Laura Brown with the stick back. Vanderbilt cuts it to 15.
Bounds by Kessler, still Aggie ball.
How do you get a shot up against these guys? It's like throwing a frisbee through a forest. You know, it's going to hit the sideline out of bounds.
Indisputably the best pair of bigs in the nation in Smith and Kessler. He rises and finishes.
Anytime Kessler's in the corner, they're going to go fade screen opposite. And off that fade screen, based upon how Texas A&M was able to score in the first half.
Radford into the chest of Cardwell, and Cardwell wins.
An 8-game win streak, which includes 1 non-conference game. Step back long 2. Arkansas struggling from his likes. And now Mude trying to work on Jabari Smith, turned it over.
To start the second half.
Kick to the corner. Williams with the ball fake. Nice power move.
3-point shooter on the team spotted up.
Note down the lane.
Space and the vision by Green.
So if you think about it, Dane, Auburn was able to hang in there with subs on the floor for the most part. Kessler is defending him. Note now on Kessler. Toying with a 7-footer. Can't get past him. Inside to Jalen Williams.
Bridges sets up shop at the logo. Can't get it to go. Comes right back to him, though. Cook, finger roll. That won't go. Wow.
You know, it reminds me of SoFi Stadium for the 49ers and Rams with all the 49er fans that came down to L.A.
Boy, another block.
Is their third or fourth option.
Yeah, his numbers have been quiet the last couple weeks, but he can explode at any time. Just like many was there as Kessler went to block it, and watch out, KD Johnson. He'll go hard. He does. No good, and no foul. Shackelford just fired it up. Antiochos there, but a foul beforehand.
Look like Batman's face mask. It has Juwan Gary's name on it. Gary under the left eye, Juwan under the right eye.
is back in the game. Miles challenges Smith. He blocks the shot, and then he gets fouled.
5 3-pointers in this game, which is not their strength. So if you're Frank Martin, you got to think they're not going to keep making those. We can win this thing.
Bryant, me, myself, and I.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a downhill guarding call. The floor tilts when he has the ball. Game over ability, and Bruce Pearl is slowly kind of feeding him that line as we get closer to March.
Ziegler.
I think Morrell was shocked that Kessler blocked his jump shot. Because he gave him distance, and when he blocked it, Morrell kind of said.
Rodriguez guarded by Smith. Rodriguez going to take it right inside on him. Jabari does not block it. Right. Thought about it. Goes to work on Jabari Smith. A runner, no. Rebound.
Gave us a great seat.
Yeah. Pippen blocked by Kessler.
Good on this team. That they are still taking their coaching. They are mired in a 7-game losing streak.
Shackelford now with Smith on him. How do you stay in front of him? Shackelford shooting for his 25th point of the night.
Kobe Brown. Shot clock at 10. Pull-up jumper. Got it.
Coming up on the 8-minute mark, this is Brakefield with the latest basket for Ole Miss. Whistled for the offensive foul.
Bama. Yeah. Both teams very confident, very cocky, very aggressive how they go about things.
Shackelford finger roll. He got it by Smith, and he lays it in to knock it loose. Here comes Shackelford. Got Smith off his feet, and Jabari still able to block it. It's on Holt, number 1 in the game for Alabama. Davison. Tough shot, bad shot. Smith with another block.
And will really start to come on from Mick Cronin's club. We know the college game is all about guard play.
Good hands by Jabari. Up there by Auburn after Alabama had made it close. 19 points. Quinterly into 3 different guys, including Walker Kessler. So Wendell Green took his time with that. Keon Ellis dribbled right into a Smith turnover.
Wendell Green Jr. having a if you don't know now you know type of night.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they just come out punching. I mean, they come out and attacking. Their energy is incredible. Their defense and their hands. And
16 points.
No doubt. I mean, the first 10 minutes of this game, he was non-existent. I mean, we really didn't. He was not involved at all.
Last possession. Tigers 3 of 7 from the floor. Lions is 1 of 8. Make it 1 of 9.
Bruce Pearl often has smaller guards who are very good, quick defensively, but also can attack the basket and score over much. I'm not a golfer, but I felt pretty good about my game after hanging out with the Chuckster for a while.
You hit it straight?
Oh, no. What do you mean with the slam? Don't do Derrick Cambridge disjustice like that, Mike Cousins.
I have been told there's no such.
Never talk about that because I always tell people I don't care about sports. I care about how many of these kids.
It's not just winning with talent. Jared Harper was highly sought after. He was number 97 in the ESPN 100 coming out of high school.
Central Time. So, again, this was not the most favorable conditions for Fred Hoiberg and his team. And it has.
Offensive rebound after the miss by Green. Both sides chunking up.
I love how Auburn gets through and around ball screens. Their ball screen defense is tenacious.
Gerard with a deep. And Smith on the other end trying to hold his ground.
Now, Buddy Boeheim is really the only Boeheim that has been productive.
So they try to get Jimmy involved.
Moore with the foul. Boy, and Tyrese Martin twice has been up by 9. 5 to go in the half. Pauley's got it. Smith guards him. Long 3. That's a foul. Wow. That's a mistake. Yeah. Under 5 to go. 74-68. Cole goes to his left, spun and lost.
Well put together. Drive kick. 72-55, 3 ball at the right wing for Boston. He knocks it home for Kareem Osier. Between the circles for Boston. Trey has 4 fouls, 3 straight away. Long. Rebound underneath.
Wolf, I've noticed, has been slipping the last few trips down the floor. Finds space, drives, gets the tip. No. Basket. Couldn't find him. Hollowell. Step back. Fired up. With a defensive stop for Auburn.
He had the courage to take that charge on the inside.
For Jabari Smith.
His first field goal. He's 43% from deep. Very efficient beyond the arc. There's Franks
going. To me, that's as big of an issue as anything else for Auburn. And they're starting to play better.
Carter, the step back left short.
Iverson Molinar. Molinar still in search of his first points. A chance to get those at the line. First saw a new role this season, and he's adjusted well to it.
It's quite the change, but he missed so much time.
Hatfield picks up rebound number 7 to Jimmy's point about the impact he's having today. Chandler pull up. Too strong.
Jabari Smith, he averages 15 a game. Pippen in the trees. No contact. Let's see what Pippen does for a response here. Pippen right between the eyes of Jabari Smith. Our 2 players that have shined tonight. And he's fouled by Jabari Smith. Smith.
Yeah, there's some scouts that have written that down as they've walked out.
Pippen.
And they do a lot of switching.
Jackson got Smith in the air, missed the shot.
Based upon how Texas A&M was able to score in the first half.
Radford into the chest of Cardwell, and Cardwell wins.
Play took the play away and made Texas A&M throw long. And he's got to be among the best on-ball defenders in the SEC now.
Radford.
Note rejected by Kessler. Block number 6. Right back to thinking about it. Shot clock at 9.
Yeah, he's going to take the next one he gets.
Amude lost it on the way in. Time for his key players. J.D. Note over Jabari Smith.
Bauman off to Bridges. Oquendo. That won't go. Easy rebound. Conference 14th in the country.
Tigers, see if they get tight down the stretch.
Kobe Brown. Stepping it over Kessler. Went right by Jabari. Trying to get it to Pickett and does so. Flanagan getting his basketball feet under him after that Achilles surgery in the offseason.
For the Auburn Tigers on that particular play.
Auburn by 3. High off the window.
Momentum or any good mojo heading into halftime.
One more time, and there's Kessler. There's that
right now. They get it 3 or 4 minutes here.
Quinterly blow by. And boy, Smith went up and caught it.
Yes, 8.
Smith gets called for the foul as Fleming.
Pinson out front, and he turns it over. Xavier Pinson, floater from the elbow, spins out.
Decision to make there. It was too late. Just froze up. Good pass.
Beautiful feed, but Kessler's there to block it.
Put a foot on the accelerator. They certainly have. And once again, we saw Jabari Smith's ability.
Will break that trip. Lazy pass taken away by Syracuse, and here come the Orange. And it's Edwards rejected by Jabari.
Quite a few of those super seniors, so he was trusting them on the court.
And again, that timeout he thought about was early in that final minute. He
Screen from Broom. Intercepted out of the air. Wendell Green Jr.
Entre las 4 derrotas de Canadá ante Estados Unidos, una de ellas, cuando hay... ¡Uy, qué tapón que metió Duren! Que
Because they've got 5 3-pointers in this game, which is not their strength. So if you're Frank Martin, you got to think they're not going to keep making those. We can win this thing.
Bryant mishandled it. Katie Johnson, look out. Attack. And he's rejected. Great block that time by Mann, who's wide open. Smith on the steal. Smith on the three. That's a half dozen trays as the freshman.
Where, Jay, the students are right behind us here in the arena.
Isn't this a great atmosphere?
It is something. And they get louder after the steal by Smith.
It's a beautiful read of the passer's eyes on that backdoor cut. Kessler just on that one play took the play away and made Texas A&M throw long.
Jalen Williams now thinking about it. Shot clock at 9.
Yeah, he's going to take the next one he gets.
Amude lost it on the way in.
Dump down inside. Oquendo read it well and intercepted that pass. Jabari Smith reaches in to get the steal.
Boy, great hands. And
Shackelford now with Smith on him.
How do you stay in front of these guys? This is just quick.
So quick.
Defense on Jalen Hill. And again, surrounded and taken away. 3-on-1. Smith.
Don't spend a lot of time there. I'm busy trying to keep you in line.
Look at the hands.
There's the steal.
And
a foul. Brooks.
I think any of that momentum or any good mojo heading into halftime.
One more time, and there's Kessler. There's that long reach to bat that one away. Flanagan.
And Tiger Campbell really starting to come on from Mick Cronin's club. We know the college game is all about guard play.
Good hands by Jabari Smith, Jimmy.
The speed of this kid. Good.
Blocked by Gurley. Well, Wendell Green took his time with that. Keon Ellis dribbled right into a Smith turnover. Flanagan. He goes down.
Benson out front. And he turns it over. And now Auburn a 2-on-1, but there's a steal.
He also raved about how deep his team is. Says he can easily go 11 deep with confidence.
There's a takeaway here in transition. This is Smith to the rim.
About who I think should be the first pick in the draft next year.
Nearly went into the backcourt after dribbling it off his foot, and we're going to get a jump ball here at half court.
With body language and a demeanor in which they don't believe the Lions have a chance of beating them. And the Lions are playing with aggressiveness.
Here's Jabari Smith. Took it away, took it home.
All these players, people never talk about that because I always tell people, I don't care about sports. I care about how many of these kids graduate. You know, everybody talk about the NBA,
and it's not just winning with talent. Jared Harper was highly sought after. He was number 97 in the ESPN 100 coming out of high school. How about this feed up ahead? A 2-bounce pass out of bounds. But
other quality players around him, like Devin Cambridge, right, that made that shot. He's got other guys to where he doesn't have to be a Patrick Baldwin Jr. and do it all of himself.
Cambridge has 7.
He can get that shot anytime.
Offensive rebound by Jarvis. Shot clock did not reset, and that's a turnover. Mahoney thinks otherwise.
Auburn right back now in a 1-3-1 zone.
It's the first time we've seen that tonight. That's dribbled off the foot of Fuller. Auburn. Double team pressure in the corner, turnover. Johnson on the move. 73-61, the lead is a dozen with just over 3 minutes to go. There's a slip. Fortunately for UCF, no travel, but Smith comes up with a loose ball. He hesitates.
He got tackled. Moore with the foul. Boy, and Tyrese Martin twice has been literally in the same position on the floor, and it's that left.
In blue up top right now. Under 5 to go, 74-68. Cole goes to his left, spun and lost it. Another turnover, and he got landed on the other.
Howell at the wing. Hands the ball to Harrison. Batted out of bounds off of Harrison because Smith reached in and knocked it off of Harrison's thigh.
That's what you call great defense.
Jasper across midcourt. Skip pass right side for Harrison. Gets a screen, and Jabari Smith picked his pocket. Here's 3-on-1 the other way. Jabari lobs for Kessler, who gets bumped in the air. Bounce pass for Nika Metz. Metz put up a shot. It was blocked out of there. Rebound on the floor, still loose, and it comes to Jabari Smith. Here's Auburn 3-on-3 the other way. KD Johnson at the left. 45, Auburn on top. KD with 13 points tonight for Auburn. 13 and a half minutes to go. Backdoor comes right to Jabari Smith. Here's Auburn on the break. Jabari. Bounce pass, KD. Oh, great.
All knocked away from behind, but it went behind Jasper. Wolf lost it out of bounds, and the crowd erupts. Tigers looking to build on this. Screen from Broom. Intercepted out of the air. Wendell Green Jr. Cambridge, catch and shoot.
That could create a lot of difficulty.
Tied up, jump ball, and that's Auburn basketball. Into another timeout is Auburn basketball.